Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? Go with me, help me say, on your radio, you gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Oh, man. Steve Harvey got a radio show because God is simply amazing, because God is off the chain, because God is over the top, because God is all that in a bag of chips. God is amazing, man. God will take you places that you never, ever thought you would go. Oh, you know what? Sometimes it amazes me when I'm watching people talk about themselves and their careers and where they're at in life and things, and I hear people say, you know, always dreamed of being here. You know, I can understand when a person says that. I've always dreamed of something like this would happen to me. But I want you to think about that for a second. Did you really see it just like that, though? Did you really, really see it just like that? Did you really know that God was going to bring you through all he brought you through to get you to this place? Did you know that in spite of the losses along the way that would crumble the average person, that somehow he kept you through it all, and that's how you got here? Did you think of, since you're so busy talking about yourself now, have you forgotten all the times he was bringing you through when you didn't see no way that you was going to get through? Do you remember that? So when you sit there and you say, I dreamed of this, this is what I always saw happening, I don't really think so. I don't really think if you take inventory, a real close inventory of your life, and you look back on it all, stop looking at the moment right now. Remember where you come from. See, that's what gets me emotional sometimes. That's what makes me tear up, because when something is happening to me in the moment, it ain't the moment for me. It's the memory of how I got there. It's the recollection of all the things, all the nights, all the days in that car, all the times by myself when I felt like I wasn't going to make it, but somehow I'm standing somewhere and somebody passing out an award to me or somebody calling my name. That's that. Did you really think you was going to make it then? So since you're talking about this is what I always dreamed of, did you really think in those moments right there that you would even be standing here today? That's why I try to get people to understand, you know, and this is kind of for young people today, what I'm about to say, but then guess what? Sometimes I have to remind myself of it, so I guess it's still kind of for everybody. because I work with a lot of young people, and so many times, man, young people just don't understand what all it takes. And I know, and if you're a full-grown adult, if you're 40, you really understanding where I'm coming from, because listen to me, young people, or anybody that don't understand this, that you got to do some things that you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do. You have to understand this principle of success, or else you are not going to become successful. I got what you want to do. I got your ultimate goal is this, that, and the other. I got all of that. But in the meantime, though, there are some necessary steps that you have to take in order to become successful, and you cannot skip these steps. You can't jump over these steps just because you want to be rich Friday. I got that. Everybody got that. But if you want this, whatever you're talking about, whether it's money or success or fame or climbing the corporate ladder or this is the position or all that's fine and dandy. Please hold on to your dreams. Dreams come true. But in the meantime, let me remind you of something. That you got to do some things you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do. You must get this in your head. There are some survival things that you have to master in order to do what you want to do. Let's take an example. Let's say you want to be rich and famous. Let's just say that's it for you. And there's a lot of other ways of being successful. Please don't think that's the only one. But I'm just saying, let's just say yours is rich and famous. And let's say some miraculous way, God made you rich and famous next Friday. Ta-da, there you are. You rich and you famous next Friday. Can I share something with you? This is not going to last for you. You know why? Because you have not done the things necessary. You have not done the things that you have to do in order to do the things you want. So now you're rich and famous. How you going to know how to budget money? How you going to know how to get up and keep clawing towards the top when you fall off your pedestal? How you going to know how to reinvent yourself if you didn't even invent yourself in the first place? See, it's so many things you got to know about something. And you think because it's what you want right now, it's supposed to happen just now. It's a process. When you ask God for something, please know, God knows the process. He knows the necessary steps to take you through. Don't lose your patience with God because your dreams ain't coming true right now. Man, I think the best way, y'all, is for me. I just use myself as an example. I really do understand why God has given me the life he's given me so far. I understand the being homeless part now. I get the not being successful when I wanted to part now. I get it. I got the delayed entry into the field of choice for myself. I got it now. I've been wanting to be on TV and a little comedian since I was 9 years old. But guess what? I didn't get there till I was 28. But see, I didn't get it then. I was mad at God. You know what I want, and I'm sitting up here. I got exactly what you want. But I got this process I want you to go through to get here too. Because, see, I'm finna take you somewhere you don't know nothing about. One day you're going to have a radio show with your little stupid behind. You don't know this yet. I'm going to bless you with a radio show. You don't even know it. That's why I say every morning, Steve Harvey got a radio show. Because, see, I didn't see this one coming. But, see, God had a plan for me. It was in the blueprint of my life. So God said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make your life a little rough for you. I'm going to toss you up a little bit. I'm going to let you make some of these stupid decisions you want to make, and I'm going to make you learn from them. I'm going to let you be homeless for a little while. I'm going to let you not get into your field of choice until you're 28. I'm going to have people talking about if we had only seen him when he was younger. I ain't going to let you get your first car in your name till you're 38. I'm going to make you go through some things because one day I'm going to put a microphone in front of your mouth and I want you to honor me. I want you to talk about me. I want you to tell people what I brought you through. I want you to give people inspirational moments where they can see that your life was jacked up for a minute and I turned your life around for you. That's God dealing with me. See, so now I finally understand why I went through the life I went through so I could have something to say. See, I ain't over here telling you about what I think will happen. I'm telling you what I know can happen, that God does make dreams come true. But sometimes it take a minute. Sometimes you're going to have to do some things you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do. Yeah, I finally got on TV, but I had to learn some things along the way. See, maybe he waited for me to get some of these messages before he gave me this gift that I wanted, so I would appreciate it more. See, when you don't get into comedy till you 28 and you've been wanting it since you 9, now when you get into it, you appreciate it more. Then guess what? I had been through so many struggles and a divorce, and life had turned me around. So when I became homeless, I still didn't give up, because I had appreciated the fact that it took me so long to get here that nothing was going to deter me. And he gave me the fortitude and the strength to hang on in there. Just don't leave him out the mix, okay? Because you're trying to do this by yourself, and it ain't working for you, all right? I'll let you. I'm going to be tripping today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, monkeys, zookeepers, chitlin cleaners, barbecuers, post-nasal drip folks, yard workers, people with hemorrhoids, chimney sweepers, street cleaners,
paper boys,
people who baptize people,
people who
the deacon bowl,
who catch the people who are
people who catch people who are falling out from being touched by a healer.
all of them.
Welcome to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah, man.
Morning, Shirley. Everybody call her Junior.
Morning, everyone.
I know y'all was trying to be
Morning,
quiet
everybody.
while I was talking.
Morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Just wanted to start it a little bit different today.
Oh, it was different.
You know, just get something off my chest.
Puff, puff, pass.
Did you say puff, puff, pass?
I sure did.
She sure did.
What? I sure did. It's legal in L.A.
Shirley, you've been in L.A. too long now.
It's legal.
People don't understand how they have to treat us because we live in L.A. We're not afraid out here, okay? It's okay.
okay.
You can say puff, puff, pass.
Yeah.
You can puff, puff, and pass.
That's the
out
name
here.
of
You can
of
pass
Snoop.
on the pass.
That's the name of Snoop's tour, isn't it? His new tour.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop don't care where he at.
Snoop is accepted. Why is that?
Yeah.
And he
I don't
was
know.
doing it before it was legal.
Yeah, he's been doing it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that about him.
He's accepted.
First you see the cloud, then you see Snoop.
Man, and I'm here to tell you, I don't know what it is he's got rolled up, but it makes you go somewhere and sit the hell down. That's what it should be called.
How you know, Jay?
Well, he was on the Junior. You can tell the story. Junior, you can tell the story.
Jay found out that Snoop was up here, and he said he had to go smoke with him.
Oh, at Steve's talk show, you mean?
and
my
yeah,
God.
in the green room, in the whole hallway, you knew Snoop was here. The whole hallway.
For real.
Yeah. So Jay goes in there, and he stands next to Snoop while Snoop is smoking, and Jay says, "Let me hit that." And Snoop said, "You want to hit this?"
OG? OG?
And he gave it to him. Jay took 2 puffs. 2. And next time I see Jay, he's sitting on the steps in the hallway.
What his eyelids look like? They low?
Man, they is
I
low.
don't know.
Jay said, "Man, I got to go home." Jay
I don't
said,
know.
It knocked you down, Jay.
"Man." Jay talking about, "Is it hot in here?" No, it ain't hot in here.
It
He's
should
smoky
be
from
called.
Friday.
That stuff he smokes should be called "Go somewhere and sit your ass down." Because that's what it made me.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Snoop and Willie Nelson hang out.
Well, they've done that. Yeah, I think they've done that, Tommy. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
That's funny to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
wanna
today
think
is
about
Friday,
that.
Smokey.
Well, today is Friday, baby. Yeah.
Smokey! Smokey!
Oh, man, it was a pleasure, Jay. Thank you for that laugh, Jay.
I know,
I
right?
don't know how we started off with this morning.
I don't know.
Shirley said puff, puff, pass. That's how we started.
Y'all know how that is.
All
We'll be
right.
back with
Yeah.
more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. 30-something funny's coming.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, the holidays, are supposed to be a time for peace and love and joy and all of that, Right. Well, we all know the truth. It's usually filled with tons of stress, plenty of arguments. So how bad does it get, you ask? Well, according to a brand new survey, 88%, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of arguing.
88% of respondents say they get stressed out celebrating the holidays, with the average couple having 7 arguments throughout the season. 7? Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's living up to the expectations of Christmas, man. Yeah. Because what you see on television ain't always what you got in your house. So,
you ain't lying.
Oh, I've never had that on TV. I don't even know why we ain't never had that Christmas.
All right, so let's talk. Not ever, huh?
Not
I've
ever.
never had the Christmas on TV.
The Christmas I've had, I've woken up to my dad and his drawer passed out in the floor. I got to step over him to go play with my toys.
I can top that one. I can definitely top that.
Jay. Yours are always so sad.
Come on.
Well, my Christmases were always sad. All I asked my parents to do, my mom and my dad, to get my bicycle fixed for Christmas.
Not a new one.
Not a new bike.
Not a new one. Just get me a flat, fix the flat, then I can ride with everybody else who had a bike. I go downstairs on Christmas. All I see is pajama tops and pajama bottoms. I'm not saying who had on what, okay? And they was passed the hell out. That's all I'm saying. I saw pajama tops and I saw pajama bottoms and passed out.
You didn't get your bike fixed? What?
Didn't get the bike fixed.
You got an old new bike. It just don't work.
I had a nice bike. All I needed was fixed, Tommy.
Just fix the flat. And that was easy back in the day, right? To fix a flat on the bike.
Oh, that was simple.
Yeah.
Jay actually supposed to do that himself.
You could actually blow it up with your lips, the tire.
You're supposed to be able to fix that. You're supposed to be able to put that patch on there, Jay.
Yeah.
Man.
And pump that thing back
man.
up.
Okay, so listen,
Christmas
guys.
stresses me out.
I see. Well, here's what people are fighting about. The biggest source of arguments is deciding where to spend the holidays, okay? You want to spend it with your side of the family. She wants to spend it with her side of the family. Yeah, all of that. Okay, followed by how much money you're going to spend on gifts.
I think gifts is it's so overrated. We do too much with that.
Whatever.
Well, I'm just saying.
Whatever. I don't even hear
it's
you
too
right
much.
now. I don't even hear
See that?
you
All
right
that in
now.
the mall, just dragging bags and trying to, this.
You're
They
supposed
don't
to
have
give
her
on
size.
Christmas.
When can y'all get it in? It's just too much.
Yeah, I give out money. Sure, I just
You
keep
got
I
it.
do
taking
too.
money.
I do
Yes,
too.
man.
Take some money with you.
I do too. That's
when
what
the
I do.
kids come up
Yeah.
to you, man, just give them the money.
Yeah, I don't have the patience anymore to shop for everyone
No,
else because
okay.
if I go Christmas shopping, everything is for me. I buy everything.
See, that's a problem.
That's terrible.
That's a problem.
But that's what I
if
do.
3/4 of the trunk is for you,
It's for me.
that's bad.
But I
But
I
I
just
feel you,
give
girl.
money.
You be
yeah.
like, ooh, that's cute.
That's cute. Yeah,
I
buying
wonder if that
presents.
fits me.
Exactly. Oh, I need one of these. Wait a minute. Yeah, so so we know from Jay, his stress from the holiday was not getting his bike.
They all
yeah.
were very sad.
Yeah.
Well, you went childhood on us, Jay, but what about now as an adult?
Still
You know,
sad.
they
I
talking
don't
about
like
the
Christmas.
arguments,
I
right,
don't.
Shirley? That's what the
Yeah,
survey was saying.
You know what I've been
Stress
doing?
out.
What?
You know what I've been doing? Now, since they don't get me what I want,
Who is
Do you
that?
tell them
my
your
wife,
family?
my kids, yeah.
Okay.
You know, they say I have everything, so they don't get me, they don't know what to get. So I go out and I buy 4 or 5 gifts for me, get them wrapped.
Yeah.
I put them under the tree from time to time.
Yes.
And I am the most
Never see that
excited
part.
person when I open it up on Christmas Day. Oh my God, look what I got me.
I saw that commercial, Tommy, off Walmart. Did you see it with a lady?
Yes.
From mom.
I saw
She
that.
bought a mixer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
mean, I wouldn't be excited for an appliance, but
My stress for Christmas is like my daughter is so the opposite of me. I could not sleep Christmas Eve waiting on Christmas.
She won't get up.
She gets we got the Christmas tree all decorated, presents all under the tree.
Right.
12 o'clock, she's still asleep.
What?
1 o'clock. This is in the
The
afternoon
parade
the
over.
next day. 2 o'clock.
Really?
Finally.
She slept through Christmas.
The parade
I'm
over.
like, what? Whose kid are you? So that was my stress for Christmas. My daughter never got up early enough.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this: no sex on Christmas is very stressful. I'm just saying.
Okay. All
yeah.
right, then.
I mean, that's my gift.
With
Wake
or
me up
without
like
someone.
The holidays stress a lot of people out. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
You know what we should do though? We should all pitch in and get Jay a bike. We should all pitch in and get Jay a bike. I mean, just
with a new bike or used?
A new bike.
Oh,
you don't need a
with
bike.
the tires up and running.
All right, we gotta go. Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, in entertainment news, Golden Globe nominations are in. And Donald Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, we all know him, says he wants the same treatment, get this, that DMX got for tax evasion. What?
DMX?
Yeah, why DMX? Right.
What'd you say my name for? I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right now, the nephew
What
is
they
here.
really want from my brother?
Yeah. Let's run that prank back. Come on. That's what we really want.
Change for my honey. Change for my honey.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, all you strippers out there, let me tell you something. When somebody give you $100, they're not giving you 100 per se.
It will change.
Oh, yes, they are.
We want change.
It will
We're not
change.
making
No,
change.
nobody, yeah. No.
Nobody doing that.
No.
Run this.
You're supposed to make it rain.
I'm going to make it rain when I get change. Change for 100. Here it is.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Regina, please.
Speaking.
Hello?
Yeah, speaking. This is Regina.
Okay, hey, you did a bachelor party for me and my boys like about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Sean, you remember Sean?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now listen, when you was doing a lot of lap dances that night. You remember that?
Yes. So, how did you get my number? How can I help you? You need a party done? I mean, what do you need?
Okay. Well, no, it ain't nothing like that. I was saying, you did a lot of lap dances. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, that night I was at the party. You did some lap dances for me, but
okay.
What I wanted to tell you was that the lap dances you had did was $10. Am I right?
Right. You would be correct. Yes.
Okay.
They were $10.
Lap dances was $10, but I thought I gave you a $10 bill when I really gave you $100.
Okay.
So, I need. Actually, the reason why I called you was I'm trying to get that, I'm trying to get that $90 back.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. First of all, how did you get my number?
Well, the dude that
Who is dude?
That threw the the guy that hooked y'all up as far as doing the bachelor, Billy. Billy the one that got y'all to come and do the bachelorette party.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that I got the number from him.
Okay.
And he told me that I could call you and try to just talk to you about it.
Okay. And you want me to give you
I gave
$90.
I had tipped you. I was really finna pay you $10, but it was a $100 bill. So what I'm saying to you is that I want to get the other $90 back.
I'm not giving you no damn $90.
Excuse me?
I'm not giving you your damn $90. Hell, when you gave me the $100.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I don't even think you understand. I wasn't trying to give you all that money at one time. I need to get that money back from you.
I don't think you understand.
$10. That's it. The other $90 belong to me. I ain't get my change back from you.
I'm not giving you no change back. That $90 was a damn tip. I'm not giving you back.
Don't nobody be giving you no damn $100 at one time. What's wrong with you?
I'm not giving you no damn $90 back. Yeah, you should watch what you was doing.
You're going to give me my $90. Look, I done already told you I wasn't even trying to give you this money. I was trying to give you $10. That's what I was trying to give you.
I'm not giving you a damn thing back. You're not getting nothing. Hell, you should be at home with your wife and your kids.
Hey, lady, listen. You don't even understand what's going on right here.
Lady, you should have been there.
I wasn't trying to, when nobody trying to give you no money. This is a misunderstanding. I need to get my $100 back. Now, look, I'm already saying I was giving 10, but 90 of that belonged to me.
I'm not giving you no damn man. Have you lost your mind? You
you a tip, but I ain't giving you no $90 tip.
You did. You got me
I was giving you was
$100.
$10. Look, hey, lady, look. I'm not finna sit here and go at it with you all this. Look, I want to get my $90 back from you.
No. First of all, if you call me later one more time, I'm going to come find you and kick your Second of all, I'm not giving you no damn $90 back. Thanks for the tip. You should have been there in the first place like I said. Keep your at home next time.
Hey, lady, on the real, I ain't trying to go back and forth with you. I'm saying it's been a mistake. I wasn't trying to give you no $100. All right, so when I give you a $100 bill, that was a mistake. I just want my money back. Ain't nobody tripping with you. Give me my money back.
I'm not giving you a damn thing back. I'm not giving you back. That's your problem. You need to go home and tell your wife what you did with the extra $90.
Say, I'm not trying to get your whooped. I told you I want my $90 back.
I'm not giving you a thing. I'm not going to come find me then. Come find me. Come find me. Come find me then. If you want to get $90 back, come find me.
Say, I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm not trying to get your whooped behind $90. I want my money from you.
What money? I want you with my. I want you to don't you bring your up in here. I'm going to give you something. I ain't going to be no damn $90. I bet you that one.
When are you going to pay me my $90?
I'm not giving you no damn $90. Don't ask me that. No, I'm not giving you no $90. Thank you for the damn tip. You ain't getting. You gonna give me my $90. You gonna do that? You come in here for that. I'm really want your change back. Please, you better get your off my phone before I come cut your. What the do you think I am? Don't call me with this.
Hey, I got one more thing I want to tell you. You listen to me?
Hell no, I'm still listening to your
Are you listening to me? I got one more thing I need to say to you.
No, you can kiss my.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening to me?
Hell no, don't call me with that. I ain't listening to you. I don't give a damn what you got to say. You can kiss my with your punk.
I said I got one more thing to say to you. Are you listening to me?
What you got to say? What is it? What is it?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Who is this?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Tommy. Don't make you get your killed. I'm going to cut you in.
You all right, baby? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right when I kick your and that'll be good.
Did that make sense? Did that make sense?
Yeah, it made sense.
Don't it make sense? I won't change for my $100.
I'm still against it.
Okay, you ain't stripping that cold.
She's out there working hard for her money. Okay.
Okay.
For your money.
I'm gonna start with some
They should have little
ones.
change containers around their waist. Why not? Then they can
Yes.
change.
A fanny pack. Something like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
I know. I need a whole section.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to talk about Kevin Hart in entertainment news. In case you don't know, he stepped down from hosting the Oscars. Entertainment news, we'll talk about Kevin Hart.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Kevin Hart, our friend, our family member, says he is out as host of the Academy Awards of the Oscars this year after criticism for some homophobic tweets he made years ago. He has since said he's evolved and he's changed, but he's stepping down as host because some people are offended by his remarks. Take a listen.
So I just got a call from the Academy, and that call basically said, Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old, or we're going to have to move on and find another host. Talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology. The reason why I passed is because I've addressed this several times. This is not the first time this has come up. I've addressed it. I've spoken on it. I've said where the rights and wrongs were. I've said who I am now versus who I was then. I've done it. I've done it. I'm not going to continue to go back and tap into the days of old when I moved on and I'm in a completely different space in my life. The same energy that went into finding those old tweets could be the same energy put into finding the response to the questions that have been asked years after years after years. We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stand my ground. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
Wow, that was the voice of Kevin Hart. He posted his response on Instagram yesterday, saying that he made the choice to step down from hosting because he does not want to be a distraction on a night that should be celebrated by so many amazing, talented artists. He says he sincerely apologizes to the LGBTQ community for his insensitive words from his past. So there you go. I mean, you know, it was something that he's wanted to do all his life, and he said, you know, maybe they'll meet again in one of his posts, he said, Steve.
Here's what I think. First of all, I agree with what Kevin said. It is a shame that we are held to all of our past transgressions for the rest of our lives and the rest of our careers because we have turned into such a politically correct nation, which, oh, by the way, we are not. But we have this hypocritical viewpoint all of a sudden. And I think that Kevin is right. He's addressed this before and apologized and said where he was wrong. But the people who dug this up on the internet, they could have also dug up his response. But would that have been enough for those? But if we're constantly looking for a way to have our feelings hurt and to not forgive or move on or to hold a person, we as people should not have the right to put our knee on another person's neck and hold it there as long as we see fit. Because who are we? Who are we? And I like the fact that he stepped away and that he's not going to be a distraction. I have more to say about this, but Kevin is spot on, man. And I want to ask you all a question when I come back.
All right, we'll be back with part 2 of this. In case you're just joining us, Kevin Hart has stepped down as host of the Oscars.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, before we went to break, we were talking about Kevin Hart, how he is stepping down from hosting the Oscars in February because of some tweets from his past that have come out where he was expressing some homophobic views, and some people were offended by that, wanted him to apologize. He said he has apologized in the past, and now he just, prefers to just move on with his life.
Here's the question I want to ask everybody. I'm asking every audience member, and I'm asking you on the team here. Right. Would you be okay if someone denied you an opportunity and you were not allowed to partake in this opportunity because of something you did that was not criminal?
You're saying would we be okay with it?
I'm just asking you.
I wouldn't be okay.
Would you be okay if someone denied you an opportunity and you were not allowed to partake of the opportunity because of something that you said or did in your past, but it wasn't criminal?
I mean,
No, I would not be okay with that.
Yeah, it's
I think
like a
we've
double-edged
all
sword.
said and done some things in our past. Like you said, if you're going to judge us on our past, then we all
Then can't nobody host it then.
That's right.
Well, then, if that's the case, I shouldn't be on this show then.
Right, absolutely, or anywhere else.
No.
For that matter, that's so tough. I mean, that was Kevin's decision to step down because of what he did in the past. And, it was the right one for him. But, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be okay. We'd probably be saying stuff like, dang, this is going to follow me till the end of my life. I can't do it. And because of social media, things like this does follow you to the end of your life now. Because somebody could just pull up your name and see your past.
That's
and judge
wrong.
You from that. Judge you from that.
That's absolutely wrong on so many levels. Because, and it's not a double-edged sword. Because it's a double-edged sword. Because this is brought up by people who we know troll the internet.
Yep, that's what Kevin was
looking
saying.
for reasons to hate. And then we let them win by succumbing to them with these fears. These fears. If a man said something 8 years ago, whether he's a comedian or what, we write a lot of stuff off as comedians. I got that. But let's just say, whether he's a comedian or not, he said it 8 years ago. Why do we allow people to still put their knee on the man's neck over it? That's not right, man. It's not right. He didn't end it for nobody. People still got the right to do and love who they want to love.
Yeah.
He ain't put a dent in it.
All right, Steve, we can continue this. Take a short break right here. Coming up next at 34 after the hour, more on this Kevin Hart situation. Kevin has stepped down from hosting the Oscars. We'll talk about it more right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, Steve, we're still continuing this conversation about Kevin Hart and stepping down from hosting the Oscars because as soon as he accepted the invitation from the Academy, the internet trolls got busy and started, bringing up the hate and bringing up the past and what he said in the past.
What you said, what you did. Mm-hmm. At one point in time, all of us are going to have to get up and move on from whatever it is that was stopping us or holding us in the past. All of us are required to do that, to get up and move past. Right. What the problem is, we allow people who have little or nothing to do with something to dig up something and become an issue. That's so crazy to me. I'm sorry. Let me give you an off-color example. Black people are not allowed to keep bringing up slavery. We can't keep bringing it up. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
It was in the past.
Right.
400 years ago.
See, forget that there's still racism.
Right. We can't even bring that up, really.
Yeah, we're not allowed to bring it up. We can't kneel for it.
Yeah. It's a problem.
See, you can't kneel for it, nothing. So I understand what it's like to have to forgive and move on. I know full well what it feels like to have to get over it. Let bygones be bygones. Enough said. What are you going to harp on that? What are you going to lay in the mud and wallow in it? Mm-hmm. I know full well, as do all of you know full well, what it is like that to wake up and have to grapple and get on with it every day. So why is it that Kevin is not allowed? What did he do that was so horrible that it's unforgivable? And so before you attack Steve Harvey for defending his friend, excuse me, but I forgave slavery. So now you quit talking to me. Because, and see, it's not that far-fetched of a notion. I'm 61. I've seen coloreds only water fountains. I've seen coloreds only restrooms. I've been told that we pay at the back. I'm 61. It ain't that far away. Now, I have managed to get up and make something out of myself in spite of, without holding it against everybody that I would consider an oppressor. Because everybody ain't. You got, at one point in time, man, we have to allow people to grow. Like he said, he was a different person back then, but he's apologized. What more do you want a man to do? So like he said, for those of you that dug up the tweets, you could have dug up his response to the tweets too. Yep, and we would have found out that the man said he made a mistake. This is where he erred.
But all of us have a past. All of us have done something that we cannot erase, man. So I look at it like this. We should not be prisoners of our past.
That's what's right.
You know, this is a lesson. It ain't a life sentence.
Yeah, or we would never do anything.
Right.
We would never do anything. We would never have any accomplishments in our life. You know, you should use your past to propel you into greatness, into better,
and
to
from
learn.
Your
Yes, absolutely.
So who gonna host the Oscars? Because I think the Pope is tied up.
Yeah, I like
you mean
that.
somebody
I
that's
like
perfect.
that.
Who's going to host it with no past?
You need somebody with no mistakes.
Yeah.
They need Jesus.
Jesus, yeah, he's
I think
coming
he's
back,
busy,
but
too.
I don't think he's coming back to
I
host
want
the
you to pick
Oscars.
someone
Yeah.
who's going to host the Oscar who has never, ever used the N-word.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the challenge right there, Steve.
Well, I'm out.
Kermit the Frog.
I tell you, I'm out.
Ain't nobody on this show.
Yeah.
going
I'm out on just that right
Wow.
there.
Well, I
You'd be
for one,
surprised how many people ain't going to be able to.
yeah, definitely looking forward to Kevin.
Some people that's
hosting
our
it.
favorites, huh?
Oh.
Some people we really love.
All right, we'll change gears and lighten things up a bit. The nephew's up next with a prank phone call. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, I'd rather watch him than talk to them. I'd rather watch him than talk to them. But right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
My refrigerator.
Whoa.
Why are you upset?
So loud.
My refrigerator. You hear this? Listen.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr. please.
Who is it?
Mr. This is Jackson. I'm the driver, man. I'm actually the delivery guy that's bringing your refrigerator over today.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, listen, I know we had a window that was from 8 to 12 this morning. Let's see, it's 11:30 now. So we're running a little bit behind schedule, man. We have some problems at the yard getting everything loaded up.
Oh, man, come on, man. You killing me. I can't. Y'all running behind.
We're a little bit behind schedule, man. We're going to have we'll be there somewhere between 12 and 4.
Oh, come on, man. Y'all got to do better than that now. Man, I'm with my job.
I understand, sir. I understand. Actually, it's
I got all my food in here and coolers and stuff, man. I got ice everywhere, man. Come. So I mean, what's going on? Y'all ain't got the refrigerator? I'm trying to figure out.
No. We loaded up. You know, we just had some problems. I think one of the forklifts went out, and you know, it kind of pushed us back. So that 4-hour window we had from 8 to 12, man, just got ruined. And now we're pushing things from 12 to 4. So between 12 and 4, man, we would definitely be there.
Man, y'all got to do better than that. Who is I spoke to yesterday.
He's actually the warehouse supervisor. He's actually out today. He's not here.
So he's not in. So yeah, man. God, I'm supposed to be at work at 1 o'clock. You said y'all ain't gonna be here till in between 12 and 4. I'm supposed to be at work at 1 o'clock.
I understand it, man. I greatly apologize, man. This rarely happens, and it just so happened this morning the forklift was down, and we had a lot of stuff to load up. You know, I got 10 refrigerators on this truck, man, and one of them's definitely yours, sir. So I'm definitely gonna be getting it to you as soon as I can.
Man, y'all man, y'all pushing it because I'm supposed to be at work, and then I done scheduled everything else around this because I'm supposed to, I gotta have my refrigerator because I got all my food and stuff sitting in here in the kitchen and whatnot. Your refrigerator went out? Did it go? Your refrigerator went out? Is that what happened? Yeah, sir. It sure did. I mean, I done had it for quite some time, so so it's just a matter of time for it go out. So I decided to go ahead and get a new one.
Right.
So that's why.
Well, now I can schedule you next week sometime if you want me to.
No. I mean, I can't afford it. We're gonna pay for this food that I got in here all over the floor.
Let me get the hustler, man. See if I can move as quick as I can. But 12 to 4 is the window, man. I like I said, I apologize, Mr. But we'll be there, man. We're gonna be there with your refrigerator today, okay?
Okay, so when you on your way, how about I want you to call me and let me know that you on your way, so I know what's going on.
We don't normally call when we're on our way. We just come on in and get things set up.
What you mean you don't call? Why not? You just called me just now, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You called me then. Make no sense.
Like I said, the problem is on us, man. I'll give you a call when we en route, okay?
Okay, I appreciate that. Now, you said between 12 and 4 now.
Yes, sir. Between 12 and 4, we definitely be there. We got you on the truck, man.
Okay, I don't want no mess, man.
No, we got you. We got you. We'll see you in a minute, man.
All right.
Take care.
Hello?
Mr.
Who is it?
This is Jackson again, the delivery guy, man, with the refrigerator.
Well, yes.
Listen, Mr. Baptiste, man, we run into a few more problems here, man. It looks like we probably not going to get that refrigerator out till tomorrow sometime.
You said what?
We run into a few more problems, man. It looks like we probably not going to get that refrigerator out till tomorrow sometime.
You done ran into a few more problems. A few more problems like what?
Sir, we got some problems with some more deliveries we got. Just with all the deliveries we got, it just don't seem we're going to make it on your side of town to be able to get this thing taken care of.
You're not going to make it on my side of town. What kind of is that? You You decide you want to take my money when I pay for but you gonna tell me you ain't gonna make it on my side of town.
Well, we can definitely get out there tomorrow, man. We definitely can get out there tomorrow.
I can't have my refrigerator out here tomorrow. I got chicken and beef and brisket and all over here in my flow, and you gonna tell me you can't make it in here till tomorrow? What kind of is that, huh? Elvin, you ain't got no answer for me on that.
Sir, I understand.
No. I don't think you understand, son. Because I got food and ice sitting in here and coolers and all over my floor in my kitchen. You gonna tell me that you can't make it in here till tomorrow with my refrigerator because you y'all on the back around. Now where's I spoke to yesterday? Now where is
I know you spoke to Larry.
I told him yesterday I had to have my at work at 1:00. I told him that. I said, now you gotta have that refrigerator here on time because I gotta have my at work.
Well, like I said, we've had some setbacks.
Where's I don't talk to you no more. Where's
like I said, sir, not working today. He's not in today. He's not.
Who in charge?
Well, actually, the lady named one that's actually in charge when Larry leaves, but I don't even know if I saw morning.
Oh,
but
you raggedy you. What are y'all doing over there? Now, when I spoke then we gonna have it there. It was between 8 and 12. Now, I done took off my job, but y'all had a refrigerator here. I'm here at home. And now you call me back. And you
sir, all I can tell you is we're gonna be there tomorrow. Okay? I'm not gonna go back and forth.
You say you're not gonna go back. You know what? You and that refrigerator. All of y'all, you take that refrigerator and you stick that refrigerator up, and up. I don't want the no more. I can go around and put this food in my neighbor's refrigerator, and I'm gonna go give me another from somewhere else because you playing around. I ain't got time for your mess.
Sir, I don't know if that's refundable.
You don't know if
you know
it's refundable. What the you mean you don't know if it's refundable? You got time. You gonna take my money and you gonna tell me that I can't have my money back, and you can't get my refrigerator on here on time.
Sir, listen. There's one more thing I need to tell you.
Thing to say to me because I don't want
sir,
no more.
Okay, but I have one more thing I need to tell you, okay? Are you listening?
What?
This will probably help everything.
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife.
You know what? I'm going to fix her. So, but where the hell is my refrigerator? That's what I want to know. I tell you what, they showed up the refrigerator. I showed them where they can put it.
You ever have somebody give you that window? You know, don't you hate that window?
I hate the window.
That 8 to 12 or 12 to 4, that window?
I hate the window.
They don't never make the window.
The cable company don't make that window.
At all.
And as soon as you leave, they come and sign that we was here.
And leave you a tag on the door.
Yeah.
You be in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You can't make it.
You'll have to reschedule.
Yeah. What? You have your phone on silent or something, and they call, and that's it.
I was home. I was
I had the phone in my hand.
And you know that's happening with Christmas gifts after they bring them to the door.
Oh,
now.
yeah. Yeah.
I got a piece of furniture ain't made it to the house yet. I bought it 2 months ago.
We're going to have to reschedule. We're going to have to reschedule.
Yeah, I hate that window. Yeah.
All right, baby. December the 8th. That is tomorrow night. Detroit, Michigan. The Fox Theater. It is the All-Star Comedy Festival. That is John Potts Witherspoon, Earthquake, Dominique Rodman, Lavelle Crawford, and hosted by yours truly, the Nephew All-Star Comedy Festival. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 6 people. It's 6 people. Now, you ought to be laughing at the 6 people.
Yeah.
All right, you ought to be completely out. Your funny bone ought to be tore up after 6 people, okay?
Don't be going up there. I like to get my money back on 2 of the people.
After 6 people now. You ought to be
After 6 people, something wrong with you. Right?
Somebody made you laugh after 6 people, baby. Tickets on sale right now. Ticketmaster outlets. Tomorrow night is going down. Detroit, Michigan. All-Star Comedy Festival.
You're just the Grinch up in there, huh?
You ain't laughed yet.
Yeah.
You know, you can have everybody laughing, and that one person ain't laughing
But
drives
you
you
should
crazy.
never look at that person, Tom.
I know,
Ever,
but it drives
ever.
you crazy, man.
Don't pay him any
Man,
attention.
I don't pay him no mind.
I pay him no attention.
Can I clear something up for y'all?
Yeah, of course.
Remember we were talking about the president?
Uh-huh.
Last hour.
The president is not above the rule of law.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is possible to indict a sitting U.S. president.
I thought so.
Not a criminal one,
Right.
but the court's logic can and should extend to criminal cases. Just can't indict him for a criminal case.
So he can go do a criminal act and just.
I'm just telling you what I just read. I can't interpret it for you. You can indict him. I was wrong about that. You can indict him, just not for a criminal act.
Okay.
While he's the sitting president.
Your boy Putin, remember him?
What?
Yeah.
Boy, you look worried, too.
All right, nephew. Thank you, guys. Up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter subject. I'd rather watch him than talk to them. All right? Coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at 41 after the hour, guys, it is back. Steve Harvey's Bad Acting Theater, the Chapmans.
Right.
The
Damn
Chapmans
right, baby.
will be in the building for the very last time for this year, okay? Right now,
man.
though, yeah.
Oh, this the finale?
Yeah, this is it.
I ain't doing it.
It's a yearly
I
finale.
ain't got paid yet.
You holding out?
I'm holding out.
Christmas bonus, baby. You heard it. All right, it's time for my Strawberry Letter for today. The subject, wow, wait till you hear this.
Come on.
Listen, if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right now, Neff.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
I'd rather watch him than talk to them. All right, that is the subject. Excuse me. Dear Steve and Shirley, my friends and family say that I have a problem. I don't think I do. Here's the issue at hand. I'm in love with a married, handsome, debonair, bald man. He's married to a very beautiful woman, and he has a beautiful family that he adores greatly.
Okay, you're scaring me now.
I want to be clear. I'm not in love with him in a sexual way. I'm just in love with his TV shows.
Wait a minute, man. What the
I'm
hell?
totally hooked. Can I get through the letter, please? Thank you. I watch all of his shows, and I listen to him daily on the radio.
Oh, that's him.
I can watch
She
two
said shows.
There you go.
I can
Lord.
watch 2 shows at a time because
Yeah.
I have a Fire Stick. I DVR anything I miss, and I follow all of his social media pages. I even watch YouTube clips at work on my break. My friends and my husband constantly tell me that there are other shows on TV,
Which one is it?
but not to me. When his show moved from Chicago to
There
LA,
we go. Thank you.
There you go.
I was heartbroken. I live in a Chicago suburb, and it just felt good to be in the same city with him. I hate that I never got to see one of his TV show live tapings in Chicago.
Thank you, Jesus.
I don't think I'll ever make it to LA to see him. And this has started to take over my life, and now it's all I do for fun. Do you see this as being a problem? If so, how can I wean myself from my TV and this addiction so that I can enjoy the holidays with my family and friends? I'm sick of the jokes and remarks. Please help me. Who is this strange man you speak about?
Montel Williams.
TV shows, social media pages.
Montel Williams.
Moved from Chicago to LA.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Sounds like Steve Harvey to me, huh?
Sound like Oprah.
All right, we're kidding.
Shirley ain't Cheryl Underwood.
We know it's Steve Harvey. You're in love with Steve Harvey. Tommy J and Jr. are mad right now because you called him handsome. And you know, they think they're all fine and handsome and everything. But at least, especially Tommy, at least you said you weren't in love with him in a sexual way. So they may be all right on that. There are no 12-step programs to help you get rid of your obsession with Steve Harvey. And yes, it is an obsession. And yes, you do need some help. So I say you're just going to have to figure out how to live with this situation. I say you start off by listening to his radio show, continuing to do that. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 Central where you are. Because, that with a healthy dose of his talk show, Steve, then follow that up with a nice serving of Family Feud and Celebrity Family Feud. And not to mention, you wrote us just in time to catch him on the Miss Universe pageant, okay? So you're going to be busy over the holidays, girl. Basically, Steve loves his fans, okay? He loves his fans. You're going to be fine. And I'm sure glad that, he's going to respect your loyalty because he is. But P.S., please get some help because you are obsessed with him. You are. It is getting a little out of control, but he does love his fans, and we respect and love you too. Steve? Man of the moment.
I need this like I need a hole in my head.
I know.
I'm in love with a married, handsome, debonair,
Yeah.
Oh, did you just look off?
bald man.
Billy
Ain't anybody else in here. I'm sure feeling this right. I'm sure feeling this right now. This is really about me.
It is.
He's married to a very beautiful woman. He's got a beautiful family he adores greatly. I want to be clear. I'm not in love with him in a sexual way. I'm just in love with his TV show. I'm totally hooked. I watch every damn day. I listen to him on the radio. I watch 2 shows at a time because I have a fire stick. Well, I got a fire stick too. How about that?
Better stop playing with this lady.
I DVR anything I miss, and I follow all his social media pages. I watch YouTube clips at work on my break. My friends, now hear the key word, and my husband.
Yes, she's married.
Constantly tell me that there are other shows on TV, but not to me. When this show moved from Chicago to L.A., I was heartbroken. It was too cold up there. I couldn't take another damn vortex. You know, it's cold when they quit calling it cold as hell and they rename it to vortex.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Scientific.
I hate that I never got to see one of his shows live.
Aww.
Sometimes you have to find things to thank God for. You ever had to thank God for something you ain't know nothing about? This is one of them. I hate that I never got to see one of his TV shows in Chicago. I don't think I ever make it to L.A. to see him. See how God keep giving you reason to thank him?
Yeah, that wall is up.
Started to take over my life, and now it's all I do for fun. Do you see that as being a problem? I do. Yes, I absolutely do. Because of the key word in this whole thing for me is my husband. I don't need his ass looking for me. How can I wean myself from his TV shows and this addiction so I can enjoy the holidays with my family and friends? I'm sick of the jokes and the remarks. Please help. Well,
She's a loyal fan.
yeah. Only thing I see happening in this letter, and regrettably, because I'm such a proponent of my fans and love and everything, but I just see divorce happening. Like that.
Really?
Yeah, I see the way y'all gonna survive this. Because I sure know how you feeling about that dude you described. That tall, handsome, debonair, bald head.
Is you like a cigar? Is you
No,
talking?
you know what I'm saying? I do things like this.
All right, Steve. Hey, hold on,
Sure,
okay?
you're tripping over here.
I know, right? We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23.
You hold on. You heard her.
Come on, married, handsome, debonair, bald man. We'll be right back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up in 20 minutes, Bad Acting Theater with the Chapmans, last one of the year. You don't want to miss it. But right now, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Come on, Steve, with part 2 of your response. Subject,
Ain't no recap. She just strong, that's all.
out.
You know, strung out, a little sprung, you know, got a little thing going on, you know. You know, it's what I do. You know, I'm so sorry.
Why you
I'm so
talking
sorry.
like
You
that?
know, sometimes I try to turn it off, but it just drips.
Steve, what's your favorite line in this whole letter?
Handsome, debonair, bald man. That right, that
I
just
can't
says
take
it
this,
all.
man. This too
Handsome and debonair.
I know.
I can't.
Girl, I ain't never been there before. I got a drink. I'm handsome and debonair.
But the little cigar now. Okay. I can't understand.
That's what handsome, debonair men do, Junior.
That's what they
Yeah.
do.
Apparently.
I'm world's most interesting man. I drink Del Secchi.
The Dos Equis man.
Yeah, I'm Del
The beer
Secchi.
dude.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah, I'm the black dude now. I took over. I'm the world's most interesting
Well,
man.
you
Black
do
Del
have a
Secchi,
beard.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's just all that, you know. We just in here just trying to make it. Ain't really
You
nothing
can't
I
turn
can
it
do
down,
about that.
Steve? You
No,
can't turn it
I
down?
tried, Jay. It don't go down. Yeah, dog, it just don't go down. It's just.
You
I mean,
tried.
man, yeah,
It's on
dog.
full blast all the time.
Dog, it's like I'm one of the eyes on your stove that's
world,
broke. Yeah, I'm
Can
just
you put
home.
it on?
It's the
Can you
world's
turn it
most
on a
man.
4, like maybe just
No,
a 4
hey
so
dog,
maybe-
hey dog. Ain't even got no sim on this now. It's just off and high.
Ooh, Tommy's quiet. Ever since she said you were handsome, Tommy
no.
ain't said nothing.
Well, Tommy thought it was him. That's what
Well, see, Tommy ain't never heard that before, so it's real shocking to hear.
Yeah, he's
gonna
been
be all
quiet.
right.
Yeah, it could have been Tommy.
What do you want me to say, Shirley?
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't said anything. She called your uncle handsome and debonair. I mean, I thought.
Well, he knew right away it wasn't him.
Shirley,
You're the
listen.
one that
What
thinks you're
took
the
him out?
handsome
I
one in the
thought it was
family.
Lady
Well,
blind.
he took himself.
Lady blind, Shirley.
You don't want to say anything about
She sit there and
special
watch
needs.
TV all day. I didn't want to say nothing about the lady. The lady blind and she watch TV or listen to YouTube all day. Okay, let that lady have that. You understand? Let her have that. Blind people need
disabled
love
Tommy.
too.
Tommy,
Okay?
could have
Well,
been
you
you.
know, Tommy, she might be blind, but she can hear good. And I didn't hear your name in this letter, not now, damn time. You on the radio.
Yes, I'm on the radio.
You got a TV show?
You got TV show.
Yeah, I understand.
You bald-headed.
Yes, I am. I am, but I
that's
wasn't.
where it stopped.
It stopped at Chicago. When she said Chicago, I was glad because I was out.
Oh, no, you was out at Handsome Debonair.
No,
No, I'm just trying to tell you. That's how you knew it wasn't about
that's
you.
a blind lady touching the TV, feeling you. Boy, stop that.
Yeah, but see, Tommy, listen, though. Blind or not, you ain't got one of these letters.
Okay. I've had one of these before.
Anybody?
Well, I mean,
Honest thing.
you know, they're my letters. I've never heard.
Anybody?
Shirley.
I've never
Anybody?
heard handsome debonair.
Oh,
Never.
That was
In
at
reference
what,
to you, Tommy, I have. I'm sorry.
Hold
I
on,
heard
hold
it
on,
from
hold on,
your
hold on.
mouth.
No, let's stop this. Am I a handsome debonair, Shirley?
Hell no.
It's
I'm
not in
asking
the,
Shirley.
She's saying that
I'm not
Steve,
talking about the blind lady.
No.
She's not blind, Tommy.
In a wildebeest kind of way.
Shut up, Junior.
You know, like you comparing yourself to who?
Let's let your uncle have this.
Go on, man. Go on, debonair.
I know, man. Just go, hey, man, don't let it bother you.
It's bothering him because he would have said something by now.
That's his first time being
Man.
debonair. Let me say that.
Shirley, hold on. Did you?
Tommy, it's a whole lot of ways to take you out this letter.
This.
Handsome, let me just go through the letter. Handsome, debonair.
Going through the list.
What else take you out?
Several TV shows.
I'm just in love with his TV shows. Yes.
I'm not gonna sit here.
That
and
sit up
keep
here,
Tommy
that take
and
you
let
out.
y'all-
You know. I listen to him daily on the radio. That ain't you because you miss so many damn things.
Oh, man. How this letter turn into me?
I can watch 2 shows at a time because I got a Fire Stick. You don't need a Fire Stick with your career.
Wow. That was low.
I'm going low.
Yeah. Well, that was low.
You ain't no human on the high road. Oh, you must think this is Michelle Obama concert. Oh no, when they go low, we go high. No.
When they go low, you go lower. Is
Low
that what
up.
you're saying?
I'm down. I get switchy. Oh, we gully washing. Yeah.
But she did say that she felt good to be in the same city with you, Steve, when you were in Chicago. She lives in a Chicago suburb.
And she never made it down to the show, and I thank God for that. Now she said she'll never get out to L.A., and I thank God for that again.
But what is you though? You
Yeah, what's
you
your
you
favorite?
ain't
Yeah.
never been what?
Debonair and handsome. But I am today.
Is there any chance
Tommy
you
ain't
will
never
fly?
heard it before.
Is there any chance you will fly her to L.A. to see your show?
They ain't a shot in hell.
But Tommy, you should feel she called him handsome, but she says she's not in love with him in a sexual way, though. She did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Shirley, I can't take Uncle Steve right now. He done unbuttoned a button on his shirt.
I see. What?
He is.
Put your shirt up. What are you
He just in
doing?
here just.
Read the letter.
Man, if you don't button
You're
that
going
up,
too far
tripping.
now.
don't nobody want
Man
to see
in
that.
Heard her
Button that up.
and Debonair.
Nobody trying to have sex with you.
Oh, goodness. Back and forth with you.
I understand.
Living my best life.
She was really heartbroken, though, when you moved from Chicago out here to L.A., Steve.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. I miss the city. I miss the people. I miss the restaurants. I do not miss that weather.
Yeah,
You
Chicago.
got
I'm
to
just
have your
gonna be
mind
honest
right
with you,
for
man.
it.
The beast in the winter, it is. I grew up in it. It is.
Chicago did something to me, man.
Y'all went to school in that area.
Oh, yeah, every day. But if you're born in it, you know,
It's
that's
part
what
of
you
your-
know.
yeah,
That's
that's all
what you
you
know.
know.
Yeah.
How'd you go to school?
You mean how I went to school?
All right, we got to go. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts
I
on
walked.
today's Strawberry Letter
My bike was always broke.
at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, guys, the Chapmans are back. Bad Acting Theater right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. It is time for another episode of the Chapmans. This is really the last episode of the year. It's kind of like a Rocky movie, you know. Just when you think it's the last one, here they come with another one.
At least the Rocky movies is good. That boy Creed, that's a bad boy, man. I don't know what to say about this hill master.
Okay, whatever. Let me see if I can bring everyone up to speed. Okay, Chester trying to run stuff. Baby wasn't having it. KK doesn't know who the baby daddy is. The baby is talking, guys. So maybe she does know. And Junior is talking to someone who claims to be Earl. And last but not least, Earl Chapman is still dead.
Well, at least if he not in this script, he's in a good place.
Now, let's pick it up. This week's episode up to see where it's going. Okay.
How about in the trash?
This is Junior. Hello?
Junior is Earl. Everybody fall for that. Earl got a heart attack and drop dead bitch.
Yep, they fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Hell, you was so good, I thought you was dead.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see how everybody would react. I was that no good son of mine. That damn Chester.
Oh, man, the minute they thought you was dead, Chester got to running his mouth thinking he was running everything. But the baby, though, she set his ass straight.
First of all, this ain't your house. This is my mama KK house, and I just graduated from Spelman College, and you don't run a damn thing over here. If anybody leaving, it will be you and that know-it-all Junior. In the words of Martin, get to stepping.
Whoa.
My baby.
Yeah.
See, I gotta admit that there's an unusual baby there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never seen a baby that young who could be that gangster. It's crazy, but that's okay though. When I get back, I'ma straighten out everybody. That baby and that rotten ass Chester.
That's all cool, everything, Earl, but you still got one problem.
Okay, well, what is that?
How are you going to get the writer to write you back into the script because you dead? You dead.
I didn't think about that.
Well, the plot thickens. Let's look in on Chester and Ramon to see how they reacted after being put in their place by a foul-mouthed baby.
Can you believe that, Ramon? I can't believe how that baby talked to me. I'm Chester Chapman. I own Arrogant, Texas' one and only vegan store. I'm the heir of the Chapman enterprise that my daddy, the Pork Rind King, put together. Let me tell you something. I will fight a baby. All right? That baby don't know who she talking to. Not only that, I'm best friends with nephew Tommy, who has his own TV show that comes on OWN Network on Saturdays called Ready to Love. And I can call him anytime. Okay, watch this.
Hello, you've reached nephew Tommy's song, Ready to Love, on the OWN Network. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
Wow, see that? I ain't taking no mess from no damn baby. You understand that, don't you? Huh?
Well, that is some kind of baby. This baby's got everybody upset, even KK, her mama.
Hello.
This is Earl Chapman. I can't come to the phone right now because that evil-ass writer wrote me out this damn script and I'm still dead. As soon as his hateful ass write me back in, I'll call you back.
Earl, this is KK. I know you dead and all, but as soon as you get back in the script, I need you to come over here and help me with this baby. This baby is scaring the living hell out of me. This baby is smoking, drinking, and talking trash. The other day, she jacked me up by my collar and asked me who her daddy was. Earl, I don't know the answer to that. Is there any way you could come back alive? You can help me because, wait a minute. Here she come. I gotta go.
Oh, my goodness. That's one bad baby.
Oh, man.
You're so baby.
Babies.
Y'all was so good.
Yeah. This baby smoking and drinking.
My baby bad.
Earl, like answering the phone dead.
That's some vision.
That was good, Jay.
Y'all did good.
That's how you finale right there, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah, the chat.
If the contract is right.
Yeah.
This was a freebie here.
Earl is mighty quiet over there.
Earl dead.
I'm so sick of these ragged ass.
Why he quiet? He dead.
He's going to write you in next year. I'm sure of it, Earl.
He coming back?
Yeah.
Did they fall for the old Earl got a heart attack?
Line and sinker. I love Junior's voice.
I know.
Junior was on it, boy.
Earl gonna be like Norman Bates' mama, just sitting in a rocking chair.
Ooh, scary.
Oh, man.
But I'm scared of my own baby. Wait a minute.
Yeah. That baby jack you up.
You got a Chucky baby. That's what you got.
By the collar.
Yeah.
That's how you finale, y'all. Y'all did good.
She came out of the womb talking, though. Dang. And college, she graduated from Spelman.
And quoting Martin, get the step in.
Baby is got.
And what does she drink? Is it brown liquor? What does she drink?
Sound like brown liquor.
Clear
People
liquor?
breasting.
In
Yeah.
her bottle.
Mini bottles. She drank mini bottles.
Sippy
Like on
cups.
plane.
Sippy cups. All right, when we come back, it is week 14 in the NFL. You know who's going to drop by? Pimpin.
Pimpin! Oh, I got something to tell Pimpin.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go, guys. Week 14 in the NFL. Here he comes.
I see you.
It's like he's walking the red carpet or something.
Where he be at?
You looking good too. I know that's right.
Like you on the show like he walking a red carpet.
Yeah.
It's all right. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Pimp's on. Is the pimp on?
Pimp
The pimp is on.
Yeah.
Pimp on. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? What's going on? Hey, what's up, Shirley?
Hey, Pimpin.
What's happening? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Oh,
good.
that's
Thank
good.
you.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Chocolate, what's happening?
What's up, Pimpin? How you doing?
Ain't nothing. Pimping ain't easy. Somebody got to
Somebody
do
gotta
it. Might as well be me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love your laugh.
What's up, Junior?
Pimpin, you know when you come in here, man, you calm everything
Oh,
down.
dog.
Is that a gift?
Yes, it is. It's a part of pimping.
Oh,
Pimpin' 101.
Pimping 101. Put everybody at ease
oh man.
so they don't trip.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, Pimpin? How you doing, man?
Good. Jay, what's happening with you, man?
What's up with you,
going on?
Pimpin'?
Ain't nothing. It's up in here. You see it.
I'm looking
Just
at
being
it.
everything I can be, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
every week.
Yeah, you know.
Every week.
Pip, what is that?
I got this just gold right here. This just gold. This is a gold jacket, but not like a Hall of Fame. This real gold. This 24 plated. You know what I'm saying? This 24 plated right here, boy. These better than teeth. I'm so damn clean today. I looked in the mirror. I went, ouch.
You hurt yourself.
He's sharp as he want to be. All I could say was, ouch.
All right.
Damn, so what's happening, y'all? What's going on?
It's week 14, NFL, baby.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. You know
all
what I'm
right,
saying?
all right. Here we go, Pimpin'. We're going
All
to jump
right.
it off. New York Jets at Buffalo.
Oh, that's going to be crazy, man, because Titans came back and whooped the Jets last week. And who is you saying they going to play now?
New York Jets at Buffalo.
That's going to be tough. Buffalo lost. Both of them lost this past week. I don't know. I had to come back to that one.
Okay, come back to that one. All right, let's move on. This one going to hold you for a second. Carolina are headed to play the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, you know who the hell I'm pulling for? Cleveland.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, what happened last week? Never mind. I ain't gonna even do it.
Oh, we lost, but hey, player, we done won 4 games this year. I don't even see you. Your barometer off. We ain't won 4 games in 2 years. We done won all 4 of these games in the same year. You can't knock a pimp down that's already there.
This is celebration.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
All right. Atlanta will be headed to Green Bay to play the Packers.
Oh, that's a crazy game. I pulled for Atlanta last week and they let me down. They up there with Aaron Rodgers and he got a new coach.
Yep.
Could be trouble. Packers on the rebound.
All right. Baltimore headed to Kansas City to play the Chiefs.
Oh, that ain't going to be good, man. I got to go with the Chiefs.
Yes, sir.
Even though Lamar Jackson, he got my undivided attention. You better play that ball, Lamar.
All right. New England Patriots on their way to Florida to play Miami, the Dolphins.
Oh, hell, Dolphins.
Going with the Dolphins. Okay.
I know they ain't going to win, but I'm
Here, you pulling for them.
got to.
All right, who that? New Orleans playing Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers.
I'm telling you right now, they ain't finna lose 2 in a row. Saints, baby.
All right, Saints it is, man. New York Giants getting ready to play the Washington Redskins.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, down.
Mark Sanchez quarterback in the Redskins.
Is he?
Going with the Giants.
Man,
Mark Sanchez ain't got no business quarterbacking nobody.
Indianapolis
when they cut you from the Browns. I mean, damn.
You ought to be out.
Yeah, once you get cut by the Browns, your next move is you out to leave.
What was that, Pimpin?
I don't know if he's laughing or crying.
That's my hysterical laughter, Tommy. I ain't never let y'all have. Man, that was something be funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What you got?
Indianapolis Colts are headed to Houston to play the Texans.
Hell no. Houston all day, baby.
Thank you,
all
baby.
day.
All right.
All day.
Ohio,
Come
Cincinnati.
on, Deshaun Watson.
Come on, man. Cincinnati on their way to play the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, that's an ass whooping right there. Chargers.
Denver Broncos are on their way to play San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, yeah, they can beat the 49ers. They ain't got
Denver it is then. Okay. Here's a good one. Philadelphia headed to Dallas to play the Cowboys.
God, dog. Man, I don't like them Cowboys.
It's a good game right here, Pimp.
Man, that's going to be my push game.
I'm going to give it to you, too.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you.
Stay in there. Pittsburgh will be playing Oakland Raiders.
Oh, yeah, they ain't having that. Not 2 in a row. Not Tomlin. Tomlin's so mad now.
Pittsburgh it is.
He damn near ate that referee.
Whoa.
He was looking at that referee so crazy. I said, man, you need to cry or something. He said, y'all make money.
All right. Detroit Lions.
I'm cracking myself up today, man. Damn, I'm funny when I want to be. What?
Detroit Lions are headed to play Arizona.
Oh, I got to go with Detroit on that, even though Arizona shocked them and won last week. I can't pull against Detroit, man. Not for no Cardinals.
Okay, all right.
They ain't got nobody I like except Fitzgerald.
That's right. Los Angeles. That would be the
Los Angeles
Rams against
the whoever
against Chicago. Okay.
Ass whooping, here they come.
All right, here we go. Monday Night Football. We got Minnesota headed to Seattle to play the Seahawks.
Oh, that don't matter. Seattle gonna get them.
Gotcha. The first one, New York Jets at Buffalo.
Oh, Lord, they both lost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Hurry.
Buffalo.
Thank you, Pimpin. Thank you. We'll be back with more of
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
DMX and Swiss Beats were unexpectedly name-dropped by Michael Cohen. Of course, Michael Cohen is President Trump's former attorney. Cohen's legal team wants to use the multi-platinum artist's past history in tax evasion cases to try to get their client a lighter sentence. What?
What?
Yeah. Lawyers feel there's a double standard at play here and want the judge to consider how people like DMX did just a year in prison, despite more severe tax evasion to the tune of $1.7 million. Cohen's lawyers say that what he did was a lot less complicated than how DMX tried to cheat the system. Floyd Mayweather Jr., John Travolta, and Willie Nelson were also mentioned. Cohen recently admitted to lying to Congress about Trump's business dealings with Russia.
Why you messing with me? What I've been through. I take care of me. You take care of you. What they really want from my brother. What they really want from me.
This is probably a good time to say I'm back.
He's here.
What do you think about that, Steve? Wow.
I mean, tax problems are so
delicate,
scary to me.
You don't want to say nothing.
For it could have been me.
Yeah.
But for the grace of God.
Amen.
So I don't know. I mean, the Cohen dude, they got to cut some deals. You know what? This Cohen guy can't be guilty of all these things, and none of it touches Donald Trump. The only problem is you can't convict or bring an indictment against a sitting president. You can't do that. So,
you can't?
No, that's what I understand.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I thought
didn't know
Congress
that. I thought,
could.
yeah, you can, that's the whole thing. What about when they impeach him? They can charge him with a crime while he's in office.
They can do that. They'd impeach him. Start the impeachment process.
Yeah, just like they impeached President Clinton.
The impeachment is different than filing charges. That's the one thing you can't do with the sitting president, to my understanding.
Impeachment is filing charges against.
Okay.
I think you're wrong right there.
Call it what you
Impeachment is
go
the
ahead,
government
Go ahead.
bringing charges against
yeah,
him.
he-
The other one is
Go ahead.
prosecutor.
He's charged with a crime while in office.
All right, go ahead.
Because so far, what you saying, Steve, your boy?
Yeah, go ahead, because you can't bring charges. The impeachment is a different process.
That's the government.
You're talking about indicting a sitting president. Not going to happen. Now, if you're going to impeach him, an act of Congress, y'all got to have your thing together. But I don't think you can bring actual charges against a sitting president.
I think
No, you
can.
Well,
okay.
Well,
cool.
I understand what you're saying.
Well,
You're saying
why his ass ain't got no charges?
Well, 'cause
You don't
they
see him
haven't brought
guilty of nothing
yet.
now?
They haven't
Oh,
done
okay.
it yet. The Mueller investigation isn't even finished yet. I mean, they're gathering information, I'm sure.
Hey, I can't argue with y'all. Y'all probably right. I just got here. I'm just trying to come in and be effective. Some compelling ass radio.
Well, in other entertainment news, we'll move on, Steve. In other entertainment news, nominees for the 76th Annual Golden Globe Awards were announced yesterday. Best Motion Picture Drama, Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, If Beale Street Could Talk, A Star Is Born, and these are some of them. And Best Performer in a
Anything
Drama.
with Green Book?
Not for best drama.
Yeah,
Green
not
Book
for
ain't it?
best drama. That was a great movie, though. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. Our friend Tyler Perry, and your friend especially, Steve, Tyler Perry, found a brand new way to spread joy this holiday season. He paid off hundreds of layaway bills for people he's never even met. He doesn't even know these people. This is according to your website, Steve Harvey FM. Yesterday, Tyler sent some huge checks to 2 Atlanta area Walmart stores. He dropped off $178,000 at one store in Atlanta, and then another check for $256,000 at a nearby store in Douglasville, Georgia. He talked about it on social media. Take a listen.
So I was trying to do this anonymously, but due to some circumstances, y'all know how nothing stays secret these days. So I just wanted to go ahead and tell you, if you have a layaway at the Walmart at 844 Cleveland Avenue in East Point, Georgia, in Atlanta, or if you have a layaway at the Walmart at 7001 Concourse Parkway in Douglasville, Georgia, if you have a layaway at either place, and it was in there as of 9:30 this morning, it was already in layaway before 9:30 this morning, I have paid for all of your layaways for Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody. You got to go into the Walmart, get your layaway, pay a penny, 1 penny, and you get your layaway. I know it's hard times. A lot of people are struggling. I'm just really, really grateful to be able to be in a position to do this. So God bless you. Go get your stuff. Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Tyler.
Tyler. And Tyler, if you're listening, I got a Range Rover on layaway. And you can stop by there tomorrow, and then I just come by after you and put that penny down. I'd like to roll out just like that if that's possible. Nice little old range.
That was
very
really
nice of him to help underprivileged people.
Really
and
nice.
You're trifling behind. Watch your damn roll.
Less fortunate. Those that are less fortunate.
That's really,
wow,
really nice.
Tyler.
Really kind.
I found some kind of way about that, though.
What do you mean, Jay?
Well, because he knew that I paid for 3. A couple of weeks ago, you asked, what did I do to help people? And I paid for 3 layaways. Now, here come Tyler.
Good, Jay.
Here come Tyler trying to show me up. That's what
this is personal.
Yeah, it's personal.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Jay. Me and Kill, when you said 3, we ain't think much of it no how.
We rolled our eyes.
He didn't move you at all.
And he's like 3. 3?
You did all right, Jay.
That's funny. How much did you spend, Jay?
75.
How much, Steve?
$1.80.
It's all good.
It's all good, Jay. Every little bit counts.
Giving back.
That's right. Tyler said he was trying to be anonymous with it, not let his right hand know what his left hand was doing.
No, 200,000. Left and right legs, and everybody gonna know.
That was really sweet. Yeah.
No, that was super, man.
That's awesome.
That's so
That's
big.
great, man.
178,000.
Yeah. Coming up, we'll close out the show. It's been a good day this Friday. We'll come back with our last break of the day. That's right, Jay. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. The end of the show. We've made it. Last break of the day. What a day it has been, too. As mentioned, Steve has brought his closing remarks back. We love to hear your inspirational closing remarks, Steve, your motivational closing remarks. And I'm sure you have some great ones for us today.
I got one for you today. I think it's important that everybody really, really up your expectations. I mean, really, really focus on upping your expectations. This year, really put a positive twist on your life. You can do that, man. You can up your expectations. You have a say-so in your outcome, but you have to adjust the attitude. You've got to think positive. You've got to focus on the positive things that's happening in your life. You have to take inventory constantly of everything that's going right in your life. Stop focusing on the negative. Everybody got something wrong. There's not a person living that ain't got something wrong. So what? Yeah, you got something wrong. Yeah, you're not where you want to be. But guess what? You can be on your way. And that's the thing that people lose focus of sometimes. They get so caught up in the where they are now that they lose focus on the where they could be going, where you're headed. Where you at now, let me explain something to you about right now. Right now is a very fleeting moment. Because let's say you're talking about something now. Do you know in just 60 seconds is now a part of the past? It doesn't matter where you are. It's where you're going. Don't get stuck in where you are. Somebody sent me a plaque one time, and I keep it on my desk in Atlanta. And I was going through a real dark period in my life. And he's a friend of mine, and he knew it. He's an accountant. As a matter of fact, it was Roger Salter that owns Sandmar Financial up in Chicago. And he knew I was going through a dark period in my life. And he sent me a plaque. And I keep it on my desk. And the plaque said, when you're going through hell, just keep going. And that registered with me, because why would you be going through hell and stop there? So you just gonna put it on park in the middle of hell? Or does it make sense to keep going? Because it just ties into what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter where you are, it's where you're going. You've got to get your focus to move in the right direction. I'm gonna give you this scripture again in case all of you. It's something I read all the time. It's Ephesians 3:20. And I read it every day. I memorize it. But it says, God will do exceedingly and abundantly above all that I ask or think. Because I honor him, his blessings will chase me down and overtake me. I will be in the right place at the right time. People will go out of their way to be good to me. I am surrounded by God's favor. This is my declaration. If you read this every day and you implement this, once again, it's Ephesians 3:20. Now, I got the Bible with the 4 different translations in it so I can understand what I'm saying. So this is not the King James version I gave you. It's a translation of what it actually means. But memorizing the scripture for what it means is what you need. You don't got to go word for word. You need to get the meaning of it. Don't trip on that other part right there. But if you incorporate this in your life on a day-to-day, you'd be amazed what can happen to you. You all can put your life into the realm of expectation. I expect good things to happen to me. Even when something bad happens to me, I still look for something good to happen to me, and it always does. I don't care what mistake I've made. God has always gotten me through it, and he's done the exact same thing for you. He's always gotten you through it. Just look at your life. All that stuff you thought you wasn't going to make it through, he got you, man. He pulled you through it somehow. All them days you didn't think you was going to make it. You remember where you was, and then look at where you at now. Now, if you think that you're in a worse place now than you were in your past, why don't you get back to that? Expect something good to happen to you. Live a life filled with positive expectations. Do not bury yourself by going through hell and then staying there. Some people cannot get out of their misery because they won't quit acknowledging the misery. Look, if the Bible says a man is as he thinketh, and all you ever think is, oh, woe is me, then guess what? Oh, woe is me. But if you look for the upside, the bright side, if you look for and live a life of expectation that there's some good out there for you, then good comes your way. That's the way it is. That's not a theory of mine. That's a promise of God. I ain't up in here spewing nothing I think. I done seen this stuff work for me. You know how many public mistakes I've made. Y'all been watching me. Y'all that's been fans of mine for years, you all have seen the evolution of me. Now, he ain't through with me yet, but you've seen me back when I was this, when I was that, when I made that mistake, when I made this mistake. But you know what? I never allowed the mistakes to bury me or define me. I expected something good to happen. And guess what? I've recovered from them all. He's pulled me through them all. He'll do the same thing for you. Ephesians 3:20. Start reading it every day, man, and live your life in a positive expectation. That'll help you.
Yes, sir.
You better say that.
Man.
I just did.
Follow us on SteveHarveyFM.com, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We love you.
Have a great weekend.
I expect to.
Yeah.
Amen, lights.
Amen, lights.
Amen, lights. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.